Hello everybody, Antoine here for Simarchitecture and welcome back to a new video. Today, as I told you on Twitter, we're building a 100% Peacemaker custom content house. It was actually quite a long time since I didn't build a house using Peacemaker's custom content. I think the last video was made like 6 months ago or something like this, so it was time for me to create another one. And as you know, Peacemaker is one of my favorite custom content creator along with Alexander, and actually those are the two custom content creators that I have in my mods folder, and also Jim07, but I don't have as much objects as for Alexander or Peacemaker. So I decided to use all these items to build a family home on a 30 by 30 lot in Brindleton Bay. I'm really happy with the way it turned out because the house is really spacious. It's really a big family home with 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and all that on the 30 by 30 lot, which is quite cool, I think. And the garden as well is not that small because there's a swimming pool, there's a terrace with a sitting area, and there's still grass and greenery, so it's really an enjoyable house. I would really love to live in such a house. It's like a normal house but really well decorated, really cozy. And it was cool also to build a normal house because for a few weeks I'm only building big chateaus, big palaces, and yeah, it was fun as well to build something normal. And you know, in terms of decorating, it's really different, but I also like it. And it is what I told you actually in the previous video. I'm not only a builder that like to build palaces or castle, I really like to build any style, and this kind of American suburban house is something that I really like building. And yeah, but you know, because I really built a lot of American suburban houses. So as I told you, this house is pretty big. There's 6 bedrooms and one is on the first floor. It is the parents' bedroom. 3 of the bedrooms have their own bathrooms and the other have to share bathrooms that are open to anyone in the house. There's also a bathroom downstairs for the guests. And yes, I will tell you more about the rooms of this house. So there's an entry hall, which is quite normal. There's a big kitchen with a kind of breakfast room, or you know, the small dining room that you're not using when you have guests. Actually, you use it only when you're with your family. So there's this small dining room, and just in the opposite of this small dining room there's like a tea room, which is really a small living room with a few armchairs, a sofa, a coffee table, and yeah, just next to the kitchen. So you know, when something is cooking in the oven, you can just have a rest there. Also there's a study room downstairs, which is small but really like practical. It's normal study room with a desk, computer, some shelves, some books, and it's all what you need. And then there's the living room, which is divided into, well, 3 spaces. There's the main living room. Just next to it there's like a reading room with beautiful set made by Peacemaker. Actually everything is made by Peacemaker in this house, but anyway, set where it's like a bench that you can put under a window and you can read there. It's really cool, I think, because you can see the exterior of the house, the garden, the nature while reading, and it's really relaxing, I think. So yeah, there's this room, there's the big living room with a fireplace, and just next to it there's the dining room, which have access to the terrace in front of the house. As I told you, there's also a dining room outside on the terrace, which is quite nice because there's like a balcony on top of it, so it's really in the shadow. You're not dying in summer, just like right now, because here in France it's really terrible. The weather is so hot. Like yesterday was 38 degrees, and I'm in Paris, so you don't have the air of the ocean or anything. You're just dying in the city with 38 degrees, and it feels like it's 50 degrees. But I think some of you are living in a big city, and the problem is everywhere. Like, being in a city during summer is a nightmare. Anyway, in the garden there's also a swimming pool, which is normal sized. Like, it's not too huge, not too small. It's quite normal, but it's really, once again, cozy. There's some chaiselongs, there's wood, there's different patterns and a lot of greeneries, because as you know, I'm really fond of landscaping. This is one of my favorite parts in building a house in The Sims 4 is the landscaping, and I love putting flowers, bushes, trees everywhere. So that's what I did in the garden. And if we go upstairs, so there are the bedrooms. Usually in my houses, I build another living room upstairs, just like, you know, for children's, or when you don't want to go down with all the family, there's a small sitting area upstairs. I didn't do it because I prefer building more bedrooms to make it really into a big family home. So it's not something that I did, but in some of the bedrooms there's a TV, not in all bedrooms, but in some of them. And I found that the living areas were big enough not to build another one upstairs. Also, why I managed to create a big house or a big family home on such a small lot is because all the rooms are used for a purpose. I mean, it's not like when I'm building palaces where there are plenty of rooms that are just made for decoration, like there's only paintings, tattoos, or there's just a hallway. You know, in a castle or in a palace, there are a lot of rooms that are not actually used. They're just here to be beautiful, to be impressive, and that's not what you're looking for in a house, because you want it to be practical. So that's why I managed to do so. And yeah, it was quite different for me, and I'm really happy to have built this house. So I told you pretty much everything about this house. You will discover it more and more during the video. I really enjoy the custom content created by Peacemaker. I tell it once more because this is really furniture that I could buy in real life. Like, it's really a clean, modern style, but yet cozy and elegant. It's everything what I like, and when I will have a bigger apartment, I think I will tend to have such a decoration. So yeah, now I really told you everything about this house. I could tell you more about a project which is coming. I won't tell you too much because I want it to be a bit secret, but in a few days there will be a collab on my channel with a really good simmer, a really good builder. I really enjoy his videos. I already give you an hint, he's a male, so there is not a lot of male simmers, I think, so probably you could guess who it is. If you have an idea of the builder I'm talking about, just let me know in the comment who you think it is. But yeah, in a few days there will be a collab on this channel. It's been quite a long time since I didn't do any collab. Like, the last one was with my friend Kim. And yeah, this guy contacted me on Twitter and asked me if I was up to do a collab with him. And I really like the idea because during the collaboration it's really nice. Like, you're building a house totally empty for someone, and then they furnish it, and you know, they appropriate the house in a way that you didn't expect, and it's really cool. So you will see that in a few days. I'm really excited about it, but I won't tell you too much. And yeah, I have several ideas for new videos. There will be another historical build, I think. Well, I'm sure about it. There will be a new historical build. I don't know yet if it's gonna be inspired by a real place or if it's gonna be really, you know, a place from my imagination. I'm still thinking about it, but I have several ideas. And I would like to build a community lot, but I don't have really much inspiration. It's been really a long time since I didn't build one. Like, I think the last one was Starbucks coffee shop. I'm not sure, but I think it was. Because, you know, I was on the YouTube creator studio and I was just scrolling down my videos and I was like, wow, I already made more than 100 videos. Like, how much time did I spend on this channel? It's crazy, because there's, you know, all the recording process while you're building the house, but then there's the editing, there's the uploading. It really took me forever, but I think it's worth it because I'm really happy now to have this channel, to have you, to have a small community of people who are enjoying my builds. And yeah, now we're more than 11,000 subscribers, which is huge. Once more, I tell it in every video, but thank you. I don't even know what I was talking about. No, I don't remember. Anyway, it's not important. If I don't remember it, it was probably not important. Some of you requested me to talk more about myself in the videos. I don't really know. I mean, I often do it, like when I'm done talking with the house, I'm talking about my life, which I'm not sure is really interesting, but anyway, if some of you requested it, I will do it. So I will tell you about a nice moment I had in Versailles. Yesterday I woke up really early. It was Saturday. I woke up at 6 in the morning and I was at the palace at 7, around 7. And actually at this time it is closed, but if you're working there you can access to the gardens. So that's what I did, and I was absolutely alone in the garden. Like, it never happened to me. It was the first time that I did this, and it was one of the greatest experiences of my whole life. Like, having the gardens of Versailles for yourself is something absolutely fantastic. You feel like you're the king of your estate, like you're wandering in your own gardens. There was absolutely no one. It was so calm, like you could hear every single bird. And believe it or not, but it was so calm that I even saw foxes. In Versailles, which is just next to Paris, I saw foxes and it was so nice. I think I saw it like 10 seconds because then he noticed I was here and he ran away, but I saw him in the garden just next to a big statue. It was just a beautiful moment. And you know, at 7 the sun was still not really high, so I saw the sun rising. It was really beautiful moment. I took a lot of pictures, and if you're interested to see my pictures from Versailles, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is linked in the description, but also sometimes in the video there is a small like ribbon with my social medias. I take a lot of pictures in Versailles, so if you want to see them, you can follow me on my Instagram. I would be pleased to see you there. So yeah, I took a lot of pictures. It was really beautiful moment. Like, I think I will do the same, but in the evening, because the sunset in Versailles is also something solely fantastic, because, you know, the gardens and passes were designed to kind of follow the sun during the day. So the first bedroom to be hit by the sun is the king's bedroom, and then the last room to have sunlight is the hall of mirrors. So when you're outside during the sunset, you can see the sun reflecting in the windows, and it just looks like fire, and it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, yesterday I was in the gardens in the morning, and just after that, well, not just after that, but in the evening, yeah, I was there again because there was the night fountain show, which is also something incredible. All the fountains are on, there are lights everywhere, there are music, it's really a big show in all the gardens, and at the end there's beautiful firework over the gardens. So it was really a beautiful day, and I'm so sad because in 1 month my internship will be over and I will have to leave Versailles. And you know, I spent like 6 months there. It was really a dream come true, and I have to go back to my city. I'm so sad, but I think it's only a goodbye. It's not a farewell. I will come someday. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I will come back to Versailles to work there. It's a promise that I do to myself, because during my internship I really discovered my passion. So I think I told you pretty much everything. We're almost at the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Bye.
For the sky we've always known, and it's true what they say, what's a long time coming won't go away.